You finally load up Minecraft. A brand new world. Survival. You're ready to lock in. This time you're planning. This isn't just another save, this is your forever world. You start by punching a few trees. Converting those logs into planks and making a crafting table. You then make some basic tools. And begin mining for some supplies. After making your stone tools, you get your first iron and coal. Then gather some wool to make a bed. Then you come across a village. Then check all the houses. Then you get some loot. Harvest some crops. Get some more loot. Get even more loot. Equip your armor. Kill the iron golem. Eventually. And sleep under the stars, even though there are houses right beside you. Everything is going good. You make an iron axe. You then get a little bit too cocky and decide to jump into a massive cave. You make a furnace. Cook some food and make an iron pick. You then begin mining. You almost die to a skeleton. That would be embarrassing. Then make some torches to light your way. Everything is going completely fine because you definitely don't have zero fighting experience or anything. Huh. You then smelt the iron you found. Make a bucket. Then a shield. You continue on your journey. Killing mobs. Then head up to the surface to collect water and finally rest. Everything is going so good, so you go back down into the cave with your water bucket, and because you're suddenly feeling overconfident, again, you try to water bucket down. It fails. Miserably. It was probably due to lag though, definitely not because you suck at Minecraft even though you've been playing for years. You stare at that death screen, get mad, close the world, close the game. You don't touch Minecraft for a month, maybe 2. Then one day, you open it again. The cycle repeats. But what if, even when you died, you tried again? Well, what if that was reality? Today, you're going to find out. Hello Internet, I'm Beanz, and today, we're starting something that might be amazing or an absolute disaster. Either way, you're here now. So let's play. I'm a teenage girl from Australia. Yes, that explains the accent, and I've been playing Minecraft since around 2017. I was never really a huge gamer outside of Minecraft, but over the past couple of years I've developed this weird, unexpected obsession with games in general. Am I good at them? Not particularly, including Minecraft. But I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I grew up watching Dan TDM, then I moved into the Dream SMP era, Dream, Tommy Innit, Skeppy, around 2021, and more recently I've been watching the Unstable SMP. Skeppy and Paradox 2 are honestly huge inspirations for me, and they're a big reason I'm finally starting this. Also, you can probably tell that when it comes to editing, I'm even worse. So if you have any tips or tricks, please let me know. I'm learning as I go. Also, something you'll probably hear me complain about a lot in this series is time zones. I've made so many online friends through Minecraft and social media, which is honestly one of my favourite things about this game. But why is everyone 8 hours behind me? I swear it's my villain origin story. Every time I finally finish school and I'm ready to talk, they're asleep. Or when they're active, it's 2 AM for me. It's actually tragic. Exploring Minecraft? Fine. Coordinating schedules across continents? Impossible. I swear every good friend I make lives on the opposite side of the planet. Earliest memories of Minecraft were honestly kind of embarrassing. I used to play on my iPad in survival, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. My entire strategy was basically just collect dirt. That was it. I would run around collecting dirt blocks until it became night, and then obviously zombies would spawn, attack me, I'd panic, die immediately, and then I'd get scared and close the game. That was basically my Minecraft experience for a long time. But when I got older, I had this friend. Let's call her Tulip. That's not her real name, but it works. We were best friends, like really close, and honestly a lot of my core childhood memories are from being at her house. I remember sitting on her bed for hours, playing Minecraft while eating pasta. That was like our routine. She actually had a realm too, and sometimes we would just play on it with her dad. I didn't play on it as much as she did, but I still remember it really clearly. And her house honestly felt like a second home to me. I don't really know her anymore now, but if I went back to that house today, I swear I could still walk through it perfectly. I knew that place like the back of my hand. We would just play Minecraft for hours, literally nothing else, just Minecraft. Eventually though, we kind of drifted apart. She made new friends, I made new friends, and that's just how life works sometimes. The funny thing is, my new friends also liked Minecraft. At that point though, we were still playing on iPads and it was harder to play together all the time. Slowly, Minecraft started becoming less fun while I was playing alone. When you're a little kid in primary school, games are way more fun when you're playing them with someone else. So I started doing other things. I got more into sewing, singing, drama, and focusing on school and academics. And year by year, it was kind of the same story. I still played games, but they started changing. I played things like Mario Kart, Rocket League, Fortnite, Roblox, stuff like that. And then something happened that kind of pulled me back into Minecraft again. I found the Dream SMP. Suddenly, I wasn't just playing Minecraft, I was watching these huge storylines and characters, and all this insane stuff happening in the game. It made Minecraft feel massive again. Around that time, I got a PC and started playing on Java, and I got really invested in everything that was happening in those stories. After that, I never really stopped liking Minecraft, but the next big moment was actually when I watched the Minecraft movie that came out early last year in 2025. I saw the Technoblade reference in the movie, and then something just clicked in my brain. I realised that I loved this game. I loved the Dream SMP, but I wanted something new to watch, something different. So I started looking around for other Minecraft content, and that's when I found the Unstable SMP. I started watching Parrot's videos, and suddenly I had that same feeling again. The excitement that I had earlier watching the Dream SMP. So I started getting more involved again. I went on social media, met people, made friends, tried to actually get better at Minecraft, which is still kind of a work in progress, by the way. And that basically brings us to now. Obviously a lot more happened in between all of that, but those are the kind of main checkpoints that brought me to playing Minecraft again. Embarrassing from when I was younger. Basically, I had a phase where I was completely obsessed with like the Minecraft creepypastas, specifically the Herobrine and Entity 303 ones. And when I say like obsessed, I mean I took it very seriously. Like I genuinely thought that it might show up in my world at any moment. So I used to watch all these Minecraft music videos about them on YouTube. There were so many of them, and they all had super dramatic stories. I specifically remember watching ones set to the songs like Something Like This by the Chainsmokers, and also Drag Me Down by One Direction. And for the same reason, those videos made the lore feel extremely real to me. There was even this whole storyline about Entity 303 having a daughter. I forgot her name, it was like Psycho Girl or something. And I was completely invested in this whole drama, like it was a full movie and everything. So like I'm 8 years old, sitting there thinking this is the most serious thing in the world. I would literally load into Minecraft and start checking everywhere for signs of Herobrine. And like, if I saw a random tunnel in a cave, I'd be like, oh my gosh, someone's been here. And if I heard cave noises, I was convinced Entity 303 was about to appear behind me. Looking back now, it's hilarious, but at the time I was fully convinced my Minecraft world might secretly be haunted. Also, while I'm doing this, I might as well talk about music for a bit because I listen to music basically all the time. My two favourite artists right now are Leve and Olivia Rodrigo. I feel like they're kind of just different styles, but they both are amazing in their own way. My favourite song by Leve is Bored. I don't know exactly why I like it so much, it just has that vibe where you hear it once and suddenly you're listening to it on repeat for the rest of the week. And for Olivia Rodrigo, my favourite song is Jealousy Jealousy. I just think that one's really relatable and catchy. I also love how both of them have really strong styles. Like Leve has that really classic jazz sound and Olivia has more like pop music. And I feel like everyone has artists that when you hear one song, you suddenly end up listening to all their music. And this is what happened with these two artists for me. So like, what music do you guys listen to? Like just in general or like while playing Minecraft? I don't know, I always listen to music to like reach flow state in Minecraft. I feel like it's one of those games where people either play the in-game music or have a full playlist going in the background. Alright, let's talk about mobs for a bit because I could honestly talk about this forever. My favourite mob in Minecraft is hands down parrots. And honestly, it's kind of self-explanatory. They're colourful, cute, and literally copy sounds in game, which is hilarious. But the love for parrots doesn't stop in Minecraft. In real life, I've had macaws, cockatiels, and a few other birds on my shoulders and arms, and I just think they're adorable. There's something about how they interact and how smart they are that I can't get over. And speaking of mobs, one thing I have to bring up is the mob vote in 2020. If you remember, there was this big poll where the community could choose to add a mob to the game. And well, someone, I'm looking at you, Dream, just kidding, I love you, convinced basically everyone to vote for the glow squid instead of the beautiful moo blooms. If you haven't seen moo blooms, they're basically adorable little flowers with faces. Well, they're also cows, but yeah. They just look so happy and magical, and honestly, I would have loved to have them in game. I still really hope Minecraft adds them one day just because they're too cute. And my favourite aggressive mob, I'd have to probably go with Endermen. They're amazing and tall, like me, but also they're mysterious, teleport around, and have this unique vibe that makes them one of the coolest mobs in the game. I feel like mobs say a lot about the personality of the game. Parrots are fun and silly, Endermen are mysterious and cool, and moo blooms, well, they're just pure happiness that we somehow didn't get. Also, I believe that cave crawling, or whatever the heck it's actually called, is peak Minecraft exploration. I don't care what anyone says, it's way better than normal caving. Think about normal caving. You walk around, slowly dig and mine, and you're worried about lava, mobs are everywhere, and you can't even see everything because the camera's at normal height. It's stressful, it's slow, and it's dangerous. But cave crawling, on the other hand, you're literally just squeezing through gaps, sliding under blocks, creeping along tiny tunnels. It's like the game gives you super sneaky explorer powers. You can avoid mobs, scout ahead safely, and even get to places you couldn't reach normally. It's basically a cheat in a survival style way. It's just so amazing. I could talk about it all day. You can peek into lava pools without falling in, you can move silently under slabs or overhangs, and it just makes you feel like an elite cave adventurer. Honestly, I think every Minecraft player needs to try it at least once. Once you crawl, regular caving feels boring, ordinary, and too mainstream. You'll probably see me do this a lot, not in today's video, but definitely in videos to come. I just find it so addictive. Moving on to the topic of Minecraft biomes, I'm always curious why people like the biomes they like. A lot of people say the cherry blossom biome is their favourite, and I get it. It's pretty. Some might call it basic, but honestly, I think it's an amazing biome. I can see why people love it. But then there are other people who pick really interesting or weird biomes, and I always wonder why. Like, what do you see in them that I'm missing? Personally, my favourite biome is the jungle, and yes, the reason is obvious, parrots. I love finding them there, but I can't stay in jungles for too long because the creepers and the trees. You try running away from a creeper in a jungle with all those vines and leaves, it's just hectic and stressful. Deserts are another biome people really love, but I don't really get it. I mean, unless you find a desert temple or a village, what's the point? Sometimes when you're trying to leave a desert, it feels endless, like you're trapped in a sun-soaked nightmare, and the armadillos are not helping. Of course, I like open land too, especially for building. You can see everything, plan your houses, and make farms. But honestly, I prefer biomes that also give you resources, like jungles with their beans, bamboos, parrots, even oaks and flowers from nearby. I feel like having resources makes survival more fun because you're not constantly running around trying to find materials. Okay, now let's talk about biomes I don't really like, starting with snow biomes. Honestly, there are a few reasons I just can't deal with them. First, sinking in the snow and freezing constantly. You try walking around and suddenly you're half buried in the snow, slowly losing health and moving like a snail. Not fun. Second, the strays. I mean, come on. Skeletons are already annoying, but when they're icy and shooting from a distance while you're freezing, that's just evil. Survival nightmare vibes. And don't even get me started on swamp biomes and bogs. Like, leave me alone. There's always some slime spawning, water everywhere, and mobs just chilling in the murky water waiting to attack. Swamps feel like Minecraft's way of saying, you thought caving was bad? Try swimming in this disgusting water for fun. So what's your favourite biome and why? Something kind of weird about the way I play Minecraft is that I actually play with sound off a lot of the time. I know that sounds like a terrible idea, because the sounds are literally how you know a creeper or a skeleton is behind you, but for some reason I just got used to it over time. The problem is, it doesn't actually make the game less scary. It makes it worse, because when the sound is off, you don't hear a creeper hiss, you don't hear the zombie, you don't hear the skeleton's arrows, so the mob just appears on your screen out of nowhere. And I swear I get jump scared harder in Minecraft than I do in Poppy Playtime. 1 second I'm peacefully mining, the next second there's just a creeper standing directly behind me and my entire soul leaves my body. Another funny thing about Minecraft is that it actually taught me a bunch of stuff, like randomly growing up. Like when I was younger I learned a ton of stuff. Like iron, for example. I thought it was just some silvery block you mine in Minecraft, but then later I realised it was an actual real life metal used for like stuff, I don't know. I feel like Minecraft accidentally teaches you little bits of science and survival without you even noticing. Like ores, animals, farming, crafting, it's basically disguised education, because we all know if you play Minecraft you're cool. Like, did anyone else learn random things from Minecraft growing up, or was that just me? I don't know, I didn't really read much back then. Well, not like I do now, but you know. That happens to me way too often in Minecraft is getting completely lost. I'll leave my base thinking, oh yeah, I'm just gonna explore for like 5 minutes. And then suddenly it's been half an hour, I've crossed 3 different biomes, and I have no idea where my house is anymore. And the worst part is when you think you know the direction back. You start walking confidently, like, yeah, my base is definitely this way, and after 10 minutes you realise you've actually just made the problem worse. Now you're even further away, it's becoming nighttime, and you're just hoping you don't lose all your stuff before you figure out where you came from. I feel like getting lost is just a core Minecraft experience. Everyone has done it at least once. Okay, let's move back onto the topic of the process of actually trying to figure out how to play Minecraft. Like I said before, as an 8-year-old, it was a bit tricky. When you first start playing, everything feels dangerous. Zombies, skeletons, spiders, even caves. And you don't really understand how the game works yet. After loading into your world, you spend 5 minutes in it, and then it's suddenly nighttime. And night in Minecraft when you're a kid is terrifying. Suddenly all these mobs spawn and you don't know what they do yet. I didn't even know you could skip the night with a bed at that point, so my entire strategy was basically run around, panic, and try not to die. I think I spent most nights hiding in dirt houses, pretending like I totally don't still do that now. But looking back now, it's kind of funny, because once you understand the game, Minecraft actually becomes pretty manageable in that aspect, because I definitely can't talk. But when you're new, it feels like complete chaos. You don't know where you need to go, you don't know what mobs do, you don't know where diamonds are. Everything feels like a huge mystery. And honestly, I think that's part of what made the game so special growing up. Discovering things slowly, learning what ores are, figuring out crafting recipes, exploring caves for the first time. It felt like every small discovery was a huge achievement. One of the worst Minecraft moments I've ever had was when I accidentally lost an entire world I'd been playing on for ages. I had this survival world where I already built a house, started a mine, and I was actually doing really well for once. I had armor, a farm, and I even started planning a bigger base. Then one day I logged in and the world just wasn't there. At first I thought I clicked the wrong save, so I kept refreshing the worlds list and reopening the game, but it still didn't show up. I remember being really confused because I hadn't deleted it or anything. It had just disappeared. So I started Googling things like, why did my Minecraft world vanish? And apparently it can happen if the game crashes while saving or the file gets corrupted. Which basically means all the builds, the exploring, everything in that world was just gone. And the weird thing about Minecraft worlds is they almost feel like little memories. You remember where things were, like where your house was, the mountain next to it, the cave you found diamonds in, but suddenly you can't go back to any of it. After that, I started being way more careful with my worlds and saving backups when I can, because losing a world after putting hours into it is honestly one of the most painful things that can happen in this game. At the same time though, it's also kind of a part of Minecraft, because every new world ends up becoming a completely different story. Before I started attempting to gain responsibility, this happened to me very frequently. Mainly when I'm playing with friends in worlds we created, not servers, just local saves, and we wanted to get something done while the other person is busy, we would email each other the file saves. And somehow those saves always end up getting jumbled around. We ended up working on old saves, losing progress, and sometimes entire builds. It's honestly so frustrating, but also kind of funny in hindsight. Like, you spend hours building something and then realize, nope, it's gone. Back to square one. Okay, hold on. Tuning into the video, if you look over there, I found a naturally spawning pink sheep. Let's just wait for me to kill these cows. Look at that. Yeah, so the main reason most of this video isn't as edited as the first bit is because I didn't want it to seem like I was cheating. I know, a little bit childish, but I love pink sheep so much. Did you know that pink sheep only have a 0.164% chance of naturally spawning in Minecraft? That's right, they're basically unicorns of the sheep world. So obviously, I have to keep it as a pet. I'm not sure what to name it yet though. Maybe something cute, or maybe something ridiculous. I feel like naming it is a big responsibility because this is basically a legendary sheep. Anyways. By this time, if you're still watching, I bet you've at least once wondered why my avatar looks like that. Well, I'm proud to say I designed her with my own 2 hands, and she's very beautiful, okay? Totally flawless. My brother, of course, did not agree. He said she looked like a frog. And my friend, yeah, she said she looked constipated. I'm ignoring both of them, obviously. The truth is, I love space, so I originally made her to look like a nebula, with my favourite colours blue and purple. I wanted her to feel magical, cosmic, and a little mysterious. Then I got some fan art from the community, and someone designed her as a jester. I absolutely loved it. It was so creative, so whimsical, and it just fit her personality perfectly. After that, I commissioned an amazing artist, Olivia, her TikTok username now shown on the screen, to make what I have now as my banner, which you can see up here. So I guess that technically makes her a Nebula Jester. I'm not quite sure, but I love her, and that's what really matters. Honestly, designing an avatar and seeing it come to life through art is one of my favourite parts of being a content creator. It's like having a little version of yourself exploring the world, in this case, Minecraft, and that's just the best feeling. Before I forget, if anyone wants to make fan art of my avatar, please feel free. I absolutely love seeing it, and it makes me so happy that people get to create with her. Seriously, don't be shy. I love all the ideas. Okay, can we just take a moment to appreciate how iconic the furnace and crafting table are in Minecraft? I feel like these 2 blocks are basically the backbone of every survival world. You build them, and suddenly everything makes sense. You can cook food, make tools, craft armor. Life becomes manageable. I remember the first time I learned how to make a furnace. I was so excited. I could finally cook beef instead of eating it raw. It felt like such a big achievement at the time. And don't get me started on the crafting table. I feel like it's magical. You put wood in it and suddenly you can make anything. Sticks, planks, swords, pickaxes, doors, ladders. The possibilities are endless. Honestly, I think these 2 blocks are what make Minecraft feel like Minecraft. You can have the fanciest builds, the coolest biomes, or the rarest mobs. but without a furnace and a crafting table, you're basically just a lost block punching a tree. The first time you're crafting something, maybe you've memorized a recipe, whether it's a pickaxe or a door, those flawless moments stick with you. They're classic and amazing. Let's pretend like I didn't just store cobblestone in a furnace. I don't understand why people kill pigs and sheep all the time. Obviously, I'm not helping my case here because I just killed a whole bunch of them in this world, but I couldn't help myself, there were just so many. I usually only kill cows, and sheep when I need wool. But cows, steak gives you so much saturation. It basically keeps you full forever. Sheep are fine too if you need them for beds or decorations, but pigs, I feel like they're sacred. I don't know, there's something special about them that makes me not want to kill them. But I guess for this video I chose blood. I hate grass when it comes to building, but sometimes I just love it at the same time because, you know, parrots and like just growing the family. You need as many seeds as you can get, so I always hope that there are seeds in the grass. Alright, so the main goal for the end of this video was to build a house. And as I said before, I enjoy building dirt houses. Totally for fun. Definitely not because I have a skill issue or anything like that. So for this last segment of episode 1, it's all about collecting dirt and building my awesome house, right beside my legendary pink sheep. And honestly, I think dirt houses are kind of iconic. They're simple, they're cozy, and plus you can decorate them however you want. Plus, it gives me more time to just talk and react while I'm playing, which is fun, for me at least. And the best part is placing blocks and seeing the house slowly come together. It's kind of relaxing, honestly, especially compared to exploring caves, fighting mobs, or accidentally losing worlds. And of course, the pink sheep is just right there, supervising. I feel like it's judging my building skills, or maybe it's giving me moral support. Either way, it makes the process way more fun. So this is me admiring my house. I totally didn't forget the roof or anything. That's all for today. Thanks for hanging out with me while we survived the first day in this world. See you next time!